Hi everybody and welcome to the start of a brand new Let's Play. And today we're starting Shadow Generations. This is the new content released on the Sonic Cross Shadow Generations remaster. Basically the Sonic Generations remaster for... Look at the shaky eyes. Basically this is the Sonic Generations remaster for PS5 and Xbox Series X and PC. Basically it's just the original game again, with some additional collectibles, and you can play at 4K 60 FPS. But what they also included was Shadow Generations, and this is basically Shadow's story, basically what Shadow was doing at the time when all of when Sonic was going through his story in the main story of Generations. As you can see here, they're getting ready for the party, and Shadow's kind of musing aboard the space Colony Ark, which apparently is still up in the sky. Never got rid of it apparently, but there you go. And I will say, the new voice for Shadow here, and he's really fantastic, the actor for Shadow here. He sounds really fucking good. You know, and some bad shit is going down. Weird shit's starting to happen, baby. So yeah, that's basically it. Weird shit goes down, and Shadow has to fucking deal with it.
I won't let you get away.
So this is the first level. This is Space Colony Ark, which is a level from Shadow the Hedgehog. And to be honest, that's where a lot of this is a lot of what Shadow Generations does really, is it takes kind of, let's face it, levels from pretty garbage games and actually turns them into pretty good levels. But let's talk about Shadow first, in terms of how he controls. I will say that it's really fun to play as Shadow, and he controls great. However, if you're expecting Sonic Generations esque kind of control with Shadow, yeah, that's not what you're getting. Basically, to me, it feels as if a cross between how Shadow feels in Sonic Forces, which not good, and how he controls, and how Sonic controls in Sonic Frontiers. When you're not boosting, Shadow moves is kind of slow, and he has very slow, in particular, very slow acceleration. But yeah, what Shadow also has though, he starts off basically as Sonic, but basically has Sonic's moveset. Home and attack. He can home and attack. He can boost. But the big thing that is big difference, at least at the start of the game, is that Shadow has his Chaos Control abilities. You basically have to build it up by either defeating enemies or by finding these little capsules, and then you can basically slow down time for a certain length of time. I think it depends on how much of the meter you fill. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As the game goes on, Shadow will unlock more abilities, and I'll talk about them more when we get there. But yeah, there's a lot of these kind of scenes in Shadow as well, where we basically use Chaos Control to kind of have a little bit of a quick time kind of event. There's not too many of them though, and they're pretty fast and inoffensive, so no big deal really. Talking about the level itself, this level's really goddamn fun. It has a lot of... It's a good starter level because it shows you all the basic... You can learn all the basic controls pretty easily, and we've got Chaos Creatures back from SA2, which is actually kind of cool. I kind of like that as an SA2 kid. as someone who's got SA2 as a big part of their childhood, it's kind of cool. Although the homing attack in this game kind of makes them a complete and utter fucking joke in comparison to SA2, in all honesty. But yeah, I mean, the level design here is really fucking good. There's a load, there's some good open bits, some good linear bits. There's a lot of different pathways for you to take. And yeah, it's a blast. There's a good mix of enemies as well for you to face off against, like chaos creatures, various Eggman robots as well. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty fucking awesome. Which is weird considering that this is, you know, it's from Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog fucking sucks. But, you know, generations-ifying, you know, the gameplay makes it a lot more fucking tolerable. And that's the Doom Eye, which, again, we haven't seen since Shadow the Hedgehog. Fucking hell, we haven't seen anything of Black Doom, I think, since then. And with good reason, because, you know, Black Doom kind of sucked. Yeah, that's something I've noticed as well. The falling controls, they are pretty difficult to get used to. I still struggle to pick up rings as I go down. No, way we go. So yeah, and this is kind of what happens. You get your 3D level, which the 3D levels are kind of split up into two parts. The first half is just like a standard... Oh, fuck. Time to die. So the first level is more... basically, the first half is kind of a standard level, and then we have this kind of stuff where everything... where Black Doom kind of shows up and everything goes all fucky for one of them. And so, yeah. It's usually the first level of the 3 sections, because Shadow Generations has the same basic structure as Sonic Generations, where it's basically you go through 2 levels. You go through 2 acts of 2 levels. You then find the boss door, unlock the way to the boss door, and then you need to do some quests. I think, how many? I think it's 3 quests? Yeah, 3 quests to get 3 keys to unlock the boss. And you do that 3 times, and then you get the final boss. And boom. And that thing, I didn't think they'd bring that back either. Those were like icons which they used in Shadow the Hedgehog as well. In the original game, it was kind of the ending kind of the thing that you got at the end of each level. It's kind of crazy. And it also ends with the Shadow the Hedgehog kind of a remix of the Shadow the Hedgehog kind of ending theme. That's fucking cool. One of the things that Shadow the Hedgehog did get right was you know, it was the music was actually pretty awesome. It's the Chaos Emerald.
Tails made to foil the Doctor's plans.
Oh. See, that's kind of cool. They bring this back from Adventure 2, the fake Chaos Emerald, which Shadow takes. And this is something else. This is also kind of cool. The Time Eater from Sonic Generations, and this is... So we kind of get linked into the main story that basically, even though Shadow is doing something different, it's in relation to everybody getting sucked up into this, into the Time Eater's dimension, which is kind of cool. Also, the fact that's why Shadow has the 4th Chaos Emerald on him, which is because Sonic gets it off him during his story in Generations. So that's kind of cool. It's Omega. And so yeah, this is basically the same thing. So Space Colony Ark. So yeah, in order to unlock the way to complete the game, you need to defeat the boss at the end of the first act of the first level here, So you get this little thing, and you kind of shoot it into this giant thing here. And that opens up the way to the next level. But first we've got to finish off Space Colony Ark. So, play Act 2. It also follows Sonic Generations style, because the second act is more of a 2.5D side-scrolling platformer instead of a full-on 3D platformer. And I will say, in 2D, Shadow controls pretty good. He actually controls really well. And again, this is a really well-made level. It's a lot of fun to go through. There's a lot of... Ow, fuck you. There's a lot of good obstacles, and also a fair few... again, they do a good job of kind of giving you different enemies to kind of deal with, which is kind of nice. And I will say... God. This game, I will say this as well, with the Shadow Generations in particular, because like Sonic Generations was already kind of basically a really pretty game, but with the Shadow Generation stuff, my God, this game is gorgeous. It looks so nice. The background here looks really cool. Oh, well, I fucked that up. God damn it. So yeah, you can use this once you've built up the meter, but I didn't really spend too much time actually using it. Oh, and that is something which is kind of cool as well. That is also something from oh god, those lights that you have to use the lights where you have to turn on chaos control in order to get them to activate. They were things from a certain level in Shadow the Hedgehog, and it used the same sound effect that they used in Shadow, so that's kind of cool. These things as well are... Fuck me, they're from Sonic Adventure 2, and they're not fun. So in terms of what can you get... what is completion for this game? In terms of how do you 100% it? Well, there are... basically, you have to complete all the side quests. That is just mandatory in this game to just beat the game. So, there's that side of things. You beat every single level. And through every single level, there is also 3 of these almost like crafting items. And you have basically 3 per level. Fuck you. Basically, you have 3 of these per level, and once you've collected all 3, that's basically completion of the level, basically. In terms of what those are used for, they are used to... There are chests throughout various parts of the overworld, which get unlocked by using those 3 materials. So, once you've collected all of them, you can open up all the chests, and that is basically 100% then. And here is a little bit of a preview to one of the new powers you're going to get. This is like the... I think it's called the Chaos Wing? I think. Basically it's a glide button, so what happens is you jump into the air and boost, and you will just go in a straight line in that direction. The downside to this is that basically for every you've got it for the rest of the level, and it basically uses 1 ring per, like, what's the word? 1 ring, like, per second. So yeah, once you've got this power on, you have to keep collecting as many rings as you can, and just try and complete everything as quickly as possible. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I like how it looks. The wings look kind of badass. This is something that we unlock as which is for this level only, for a little bit. And then by the end of the game we unlock it as a permanent kind of power-up to activate whenever we want. So, yeah. Something else which needs to be said about these levels. Basically, if you played through Sonic Generations and you thought, fuck me, I love Sonic Generations, but these levels are a bit too short, and they're a bit too easy to S-rank, then Shadow Generations is right here for you, buddy. Because Shadow Generations, the levels are a lot longer, and it's a lot more difficult to get your A ranks, because I don't think you can't get S rank. You can only go up to A, I believe. So, but yeah. Yeah, there's more shit over there for us to find, and wait a minute. Is there someone over there? What's going on?
Maria, wait.
It's Maria. Wait a minute, she died in SA2, what the fuck's going on? Well, this is going to be a large part of Shadow the Hedgehog's, Shadow Generations story, so we'll find out a bit more later on.
She's gone. I'm seeing things.
Maria!
And they play out this scene again. I mean, they actually do a pretty good job of recreating it.
Maria?
Maria, say the line. Say the line. Yeah, again, I think Maria's voice actress is really good too.
Deal with the problem at hand, not chase dreams.
So yeah, that's going to be it for part 1. Join me next time for the next part of Shadow Generations. We've got we're going to be getting a new power to be able to unlock the way to the second level, and we're also going to be making our way towards the first boss. So yeah, see you next time.